Hello and welcome back to All for United. It's Ben here with another special show. We're pushing out that content this week, aren't we? Look, we're going to be back in the manager. We're going to be back in the team into the game on Saturday. But I think it's really important to create some content around what the possibilities may be post Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Some fans will want to see this content now. Some fans won't. I feel like we at All for United have a responsibility to tackle the hard debates. We also have a responsibility to put out content when it comes to rumours and when we need to educate ourselves and learn about potential new people that are entering our club. We do it all the time with transfers. I don't think it should be any different with a manager situation. So in a second, I'm going to bring on a very special guest, a transfer insider for Sports Italia TV, Gianluigi Longari. He has recently been tweeting out some news about Conte to United. We're going to learn more about Conte during the show. We're going to learn more about the sounds and the rumours that are coming out of Italy as well. And we'll get into that just after this. Click subscribe to get daily Manchester United content from passionate Reds, only on All for United. Gianluigi, how are you, sir? How are you doing?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you. And you? Is it all okay?
Good. Look, I'm going to start by saying this, Gianluigi. We first spoke on Twitter. And this credits you as the man you are and the professional you are. You straight away said, would love to chat about Conte, but please mind my English isn't great. So I'm gonna say that now because I think it's credit to you that you're going to try and provide us with as much information and as much detail as you can, and that you're keen to do that for Manchester United fans to understand the Conte links and to understand him as a manager.
Do you like him, first of all?
Do I like him?
Yeah.
It's difficult for me. It's really difficult for me because I do feel like Ole's done a lot of good, Gianluigi, over the past 3 years. And I feel like a lot of the good he has done isn't necessarily on the football pitch. It's the way he's assembled the squad. He's assembled a certain fairy tale within United fans and a certain philosophy within the club, which we lost under Van Gaal. We lost under Mourinho.
Yeah.
And I started to really love this team and the manager because it's fairy tale, right? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer winning the Premier League with Manchester United. Really dreams. Yeah, dreams.
He's wonderful. I think that he's one of the best managers in the world at all. He's a fantastic manager, I think.
So this is what I want to dig into with Conte, because I feel like, and I'm sorry if I'm using some really massive words here, but there's some misconstrued perceptions on Conte in terms of philosophy, in terms of formation. There's a lot of misinformation on Conte, his management style. So I want to get into that with you. But can I start, Gianluigi, first of all, with, do you have any news? What is the latest on the links that you've been pushing from Italy and that you and your colleagues at Sport Italia have been talking about in terms of between Conte and United?
Yeah. Okay. I got this information. I think last week. No, maybe on Wednesday of last week. I know for sure that first of all, Antonio Conte doesn't like to join a club during the season. It's not his style, no. But for Manchester United, I'm sure that he would make an exception because he really wants Manchester United job, and he really thinks that could be a fantastic opportunity for his career after Inter experience. So I got this information last week, as I told you. And after I was watching the match, against Liverpool, when I saw 1-0, 2-0, 3-0. Okay, I put a tweet because I was really sure that Antonio Conte want his job. So I didn't put a tweet saying a contact between Manchester United and Antonio Conte. I just put a tweet when I said, okay, if there is a possibility to join Manchester United, Antonio Conte won't join Manchester United. This is the situation as I know, because I'm really sure about that, because I heard people very close to him, and they told me that. No, so I am sure that he wanted this opportunity for his career, and is open to hear eventually Manchester United feeling about him. So this was the situation last week. Then Manchester United lost against Liverpool in the manners and so the situation was very bad. And there was a first contact between, not directly Conte, and there was not a direct speak between Conte and Manchester United, as I know, but there was a speak with intermediary that are caring about his situation, and they told to Manchester United board that eventually Conte is totally open to get this job opportunity.
You said, Gianluigi, which I think is quite important here, Conte doesn't take jobs mid-season, does he?
Yeah.
What does that say about Antonio Conte wanting to be a part of Manchester United?
I'm sorry?
What does that say in terms of for Conte himself to want Manchester United like that? For him to go away from how he usually steps into new management jobs to want to step in right now?
Very difficult. I think it's difficult for him to join a club in the middle of the season, because he is very mentalized about job, about his principle of playing. So it's difficult to get this information to a squad during the season, because he needs time. Okay, for example, here in Milan, when he was the coach of Inter Milan, he needs I think something like 1, 2, 3 months to get totally his information and his style of play to the squad. But okay, when they get this information, the situation was changed. He was a fantastic manager. He was impressive with their players, and they love him. Okay, they love him. It's not correct the thought with Antonio Conte that is not, he has not a good feeling with the players he's training. Is not correct. If you ask to some Inter Milan players, I'm totally sure that they are going to tell you the same thing, because it was fantastic, and he drive there to the championship.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And on his time with Inter, he is just coming away from a project with a championship intact, which was incredible that Inter done that last season. Tell us about his time at Inter.
He was okay. He had a principle of playing that he was 3-5-2. No, three defenders, 5 in the midfielder, and 2 forward. One of them, Romelu Lukaku, as you know. He was his favorite player there in Milan, in Inter, and he was fantastic under him. He decided to change when Antonio Conte was no more the coach of Inter Milan, and I think that could be a fantastic opportunity for Manchester United if they are going to decide to get to Antonio Conte this job, because he worked for a project. No, it's not to win today and more. Okay, he want to believe to build up a project. He's very, I don't know the word, but he needs that club support him. Okay, everything, every day. He take care about every aspect of the club, not only the coaching. He's not only a coach, he's not only a trainer, he's a manager at all. So he takes care about transfer market, for example. He wants to be involved in that aspect. And so I think that could be a fantastic opportunity for Manchester United if they decide to go for Antonio Conte. Because I think that, in my opinion, okay, maybe I'm far from that, and you know better than me the situation, but I think that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not a coach correct for a club like Manchester United, for the player that Manchester United have.
I think what's interesting in what you're saying, Gianluigi, and this is where, you know, perspective needs to come in from someone like me who doesn't know much about Conte apart from his short tenure at Chelsea. We know how that ended.
Yeah.
You know, compared to obviously seeing his team win the league, but not being immersed with Serie A, Italian football. I suppose when you look at Conte's resume, he doesn't spend a lot of time at clubs, but neither did Pep, right? Well, when you think about it, apart from Barcelona, you know, ultimately neither did Pep. But for Conte, for me, what I find interesting is I look at him and what he's won, the clubs he's been at. He's still relatively young. He's 52. But with that, surely now is the time when he goes, right, if I can get another top project like Manchester United, actually, I need to settle. A club like Manchester United, it's not going to get bigger than him for that next, is it? If he gets a job at Manchester United, that's probably going to be his biggest job. Then done. Like he's not going to go much further or a bigger club. I think you'd agree the biggest club in England, one of the biggest in Europe. So I suppose my question to you is, you mentioned there that Conte likes a project. A lot of United fans think he's a short-term manager. If Conte comes to United tomorrow, are we planning for 2 years? Are we planning for 5 years? How do you think Conte's style is going to suit United now?
Okay, I think that if Inter Milan had the opportunity to keep Antonio Conte for 5 or more, they keep him, and he was very very happy to continue his job here in Inter Milan, but they can't, because you know the situation about the owner of Inter Milan, and they can't give Antonio Conte his salary was very very big, no, 12 million of euro. Okay, and that was the reason for Antonio Conte change his job. They can't do the project that they described to Antonio Conte in the moment when he signed for Inter Milan. They can't do the same type of transfer market. They need to sold player. They need to make 100,000 of plusvalenza is in Italy. I don't know the word in English. Okay, they need to give this money to their financial situation. But if they could keep Antonio Conte, okay, the situation didn't change this summer. So I think that Antonio Conte in Manchester United could find this kind of situation that he thought that he could have here in Inter Milan, because Manchester United is a very solid club, economically speaking. They already have got fantastic and amazing player. Okay, maybe not the perfect player for his style of playing, okay, but they could change this situation. He could adapt his mind to the players that is going maybe to train, and I think that could be a fantastic situation, and to build up a fantastic project with a player, with a coach that wants to build up a project. He doesn't want a very fast situation. He doesn't want to go in a club, stay 6 months, 1 year and a half, and go away. In this moment of his career, I think that Antonio Conte wants to build up a solid project, and he can't do this in Inter Milan cause of Suning situation, but in Manchester United could be different, and he could build up this kind of project, I think. And I think that he was very upset this summer when he realized that the situation in Inter Milan was changed. Okay, he was very upset. He wasn't happy when he changed his plan of his career, because he worked strongly to build up the project in Inter Milan, and this is the time to keep the fruit of his job, and he can't do it.
Do you think maybe people look at his CV and forget the exceptional circumstances that he left Juve in, that he left Inter Milan in? They weren't normal circumstances, were they? They weren't sackings. They weren't for a lack of trying and a lack of achieving with Conte. They were exceptional circumstances. The Italian team.
He's not a patient coach. No. He pretends so much. But I think that in Juventus, for example, the timing was not good. Okay, was not good to pretend something, because Juventus in that time are building up this project, and Conte was fantastic for there. No, they won 10 titles, one season. No, in Inter Milan was the fantastic timing, but there was the situation of economically crisis for the owner of Inter Milan, and they can't do it. But that is what Antonio Conte is searching for, a project to ease the referment of the club.
So, talking about the projects, you hit a little bit on style of play under Conte. From what you've seen under his spell or leadership with the Italian national team, Juventus and Inter Milan, how would you sum up Conte's style of play? Because you mentioned the formation, but he's quite fluid with formations, isn't he?
I don't understand. I'm sorry.
So how would you sum up his style of play?
Okay. It's amazing. Okay, maybe you don't like when you saw that out of the situation. But if you understand his principle of playing, you are going to love that, because he's very codificate, very organized. No, he seems like he's playing to PlayStation with these players. No, he's has got a joypad in their hands and give the information for every player. So is all you are watching in the pitch is in his mind. He drive his player also during the match with his information, with his talk, with his screams. It's a show to see him out of the pitch. Even more what the players are doing on the pitch is fantastic for this situation. It's amazing for the style of play. You maybe remember the one match against Barcelona in Camp Nou, not last season but the season before. Okay, was fantastic. One touch to go to defense and to attack. I think that is the principle of playing. Okay, not the numbers, but his principle of playing, I think, could be similar to Jurgen Klopp. He doesn't like tiki taka. It's not like Guardiola style, but it's more like Jurgen Klopp style. So Sturm und Drang. He want to go to attack in 3, 4, 5 touches. No more. He doesn't like to get to throw the ball for 10 minutes or something similar. He wants 5 touches and go to shot to against the opposite.
Fast attacking football sounds like what Manchester United fans want to see, to be fair, but also organisation at the back. And I suppose that leads me on to my next question, Gianluigi. For you, does Conte massively improve this Manchester United team? Yeah,
for sure. I think for sure, because Manchester United has a fantastic team. I think that with Antonio Conte, I give you an example. Wan-Bissaka with Antonio Conte, I think could be easily the best right fullback in Premier League, for example, in my opinion. I think that maybe some players like Varane, he give a fantastic organization on defense. No, I think that for example Varane, for example Lindelof could be a fantastic player for him. Wan-Bissaka, fantastic, because is exactly what he need to on his right, like Hakimi here in Milan last season. I don't know Alex Telles because he's not so strong physically, and he loves the players that can have got good technique, but they need to be very, very strong on physical level. And I think, for example, Wan-Bissaka could fantastic for him. Okay. The players that Pogba, I don't need to explain nothing to you, no, because he loves Pogba. He loves Pogba. He wanted him in every experience he have. For example, is Pogba for the midfielder is like Lukaku for the forward for him. He's his favorite player. So I think could be fantastic, a fantastic union between Manchester United and Antonio Conte.
What excites me about Conte as well is I believe he gets more out of Fred. I believe he gets more out of McTominay. I don't think they are great midfielders, but I think they're better. And I think that goes for the whole team. The team is better than what we're seeing right now. Yeah. And I don't think that Conte just gets 50% more out of them. Probably gets 75, probably gets 80% more out of them, especially when it comes to those moments, like in a Europa League final. And you need to beat a well set up team like Villarreal, who aren't amazing.
But I'll give you some examples. Okay, for example, Inter Milan in his first season buy some players. No, they buy Barella, for example. And he comes from Cagliari. He was a good player, a good young player. But Antonio Conte transformed him in a fantastic player, in an amazing player. I think I don't know if you think the same, but I think Barella is maybe one of the five more important midfielder there are in Europe in this moment, and this thanks to Antonio Conte. Another example, Bastoni. Bastoni was a defender that Inter want to give in on loan to another club to get Barella, to Cagliari, to get Barella into Inter Milan. He watched him in 2 weeks of training in a pre-season and told to the society, okay, Bastoni, don't go everywhere. He stayed there, and he would be my center back. And now Bastoni is the center back of Italian team too. He's one of the most important defender that we have got here in Italy for the future, for example. So he is fantastic to improve the quality of the player that train. Fantastic.
Do you think, Gianluigi, do you think that's an underrated or an overlooked achievement and quality of Conte, that he improves players? Because also, let's look at his time with Chelsea. Victor Moses at right back in the season was unplayable. Imagine
with Wan-Bissaka. If you made that with Victor Moses, imagine with a player like Wan-Bissaka.
Rashford, Greenwood, all these young players we've got.
Yeah. They are fantastic player for him. I don't know if the situation of Donny van de Beek could change, because I don't know how Donny van de Beek could be a good player for him. Okay, I don't know, because he want more strong player.
Gianluigi, can I butt in and also ask about another player? And this is myself. And again, you've taught me a lot about Conte here and now. So maybe I'm wrong, but I voiced my opinion yesterday on how I don't think Bruno Fernandes potentially fits in a Conte team, in a Conte system. What would you say to that?
for example, I give you another example to understand the situation. Okay, Antonio Conte had a principle of playing, and he won so much by his player, but he could be also open to a compromise. Okay, if you are the trainer with a club that have got Bruno Fernandes in his squad, you can't. You have to find a place for Bruno Fernandes. Exactly the situation that he has got last season with Christian Eriksen. In the first part of the season, he doesn't see Christian Eriksen like a player for him. But in the second part of the season, he made Christian Eriksen a key player for Inter Milan. And with Christian Eriksen, Inter does his fantastic championship that he won. So I think Bruno Fernandes could be a player important also for Antonio Conte's style of playing, and could be very, very fantastic with Antonio Conte training manager.
Nice. Okay, nice. That's put me to ease a little bit. Although what I would say is United do need to come away from this ethos of playing the name on the back of the shirt. We need to play a system. We need to have a style of play. We need to fit that. For instance, Klopp sold Coutinho because he knew that Coutinho wouldn't suit the inside forward system, and he needed more industrial midfielders behind the forwards to allow them to do their work. Now, that's not me saying I'm backing Conte to sell Bruno in the summer. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is sometimes if you're a club and you need to create a situation or a philosophy or a style of play, you have to back the manager. You have to back the club in making that decision on the manager, and you've got to let them do their job. Otherwise, situations occur, managers go, and you don't adapt, and you fall back even further, and you have to build again.
And he could adapt himself. He know how to adapt himself to the situation, because I know directly that he does that thing last season, for example, with Christian Eriksen, that he was not a player that he liked initially, but he find a position for him, and he became a key player for him. I don't know if Manchester United could have a player like Marcelo Brozovic, so the central one in the free midfielder. That position is the key for Antonio Conte's style of play. So if he find the right player to put in this position, I think that if Manchester United goes for Antonio Conte, it could be a fantastic season for Manchester United and Conte too.
So you've already told us what you know in terms of his people, him, very interested in the Manchester United job. I've got a couple more questions for you, Gianluigi, but on that, obviously he's interested in it. His people very much putting his name forward to the Italian press, to you guys. The English press are saying that United have concerns over appointing Antonio Conte. Does that baffle you? Can you understand why the United board would be concerned after everything you've just told me?
But okay, I understand that Manchester United want to give Solskjaer some more time, no? I think, for example, next match against Tottenham, then Atalanta, then there is the derby, no, against Manchester City, if is it correct? Okay, and I think that is a smart decision about Manchester United, because if you give Antonio Conte or another manager, I'm not here to saying you that surely Antonio Conte will be the new Manchester United manager, because I really don't know at the moment. What I know is that for him it would be fantastic to be the new manager of Manchester United, and there was a contact, okay, not direct speech. But I think that if Manchester United give to another coach, not Antonio Conte, the job, and the first match was against Tottenham, the second one against Atalanta, the third one against Manchester City, maybe the situation is that the new manager of Manchester United have got 3 difficult matches in 5-6 days, and so maybe his experience started wrong, no? Could start like and so is not good. So I think that was a smart decision about Manchester United to keep Ole Gunnar Solskjaer job safe for this week, and then when there is the possibility, they are going to soak the mind in this direction to change, because I don't think that with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer Manchester United could be anything like the other amazing club you have got in Premier League. It's not on the same level. No, it's not on the level of Pep Guardiola. It's not on the level of Jurgen Klopp. It's not on this level. It's not this kind of trainer. So in my opinion, Manchester United have to change.
I agree.
Not tomorrow, but in this period, have to change.
If United do pull the trigger then, Gianluigi, in the international break, as you are right, bring a new manager in for 3 games in a week.
Yeah,
incredibly tough, more or less impossible environment to even take those 3 games seriously.
Yeah.
So ultimately, wait to the international break. If United do make that change in the international break, we've got the possibility of dropping more ground to City, more ground to even Spurs. Champions League could be in trouble if we drop points in the game against Atalanta. I mean, that's just if buts and maybes. But saying, for instance, worst case scenario, we drop some points in the next 3 games. Do you still think Conte can do enough in the time he's got this season to mount a team with confidence to go on a cup run, to maybe even still challenge? I'm not saying win the league. I don't think we can do that, but just keep up there with the top 4, get that top 4 finishing and keep close. Do you think he can still do that given the time he's got between now and the end of the season?
Yes, because he's a winner. He's a serial winner, no? And so I'm sure that not in the principle of playing that needs more time, but for example, in the first hour of his new job, he's going to change the mentality of the team. I'm totally sure about that. He doesn't accept nothing of a situation in which some player look the opposite go to score an easy goal. Not possible with him. He's going surely to change the mentality of the players, and the Manchester United players, are amazing. And so when you change the mentality, you improve the mentality of a fantastic player that Manchester United already have got, you are going to increase also your results.
My final question, Gianluigi, and by the way, this has been incredibly insightful, and you can choose to go into as much detail as you want with this question. Given the managers linked with United, given the situation United are in now, a decision has to be made. Mm-hmm. Is Conte the man to replace Ole in your books?
Yeah, he is. I think that he is, because I think that maybe he's not the one. No, he's not. There are also other men that want his job. But as I know, Antonio Conte strongly want this job. Matter of respect, he doesn't push to get his job, because obviously for now Manchester United have got a coach. But I'm sure that for him could be a fantastic opportunity, and Manchester United is the only club that could change Antonio Conte mentality about to not get a job during the season. I'm totally sure about that, because I know that something like 1 week, as I told you before. And also this situation, I think, could have started by a tweet that I put during the match against Liverpool. Because when I see 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, I remember about this talk that I've got the weeks before, and I think okay, I put this tweet. Antonio Conte wants to be the new Manchester United coach if Manchester United decide to change Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I put this tweet, and then the situation is what you know.
I know one thing from this, and Gianluigi and his team at Sport Italia TV and Dello Sport, those guys were the first to sort of break the news, if you like, or inform people of Conte's interest. But on top of that, I think wording's really important in this day and age when fans don't know who to believe, who to trust. And I think what's great with Gianluigi and what he said on here and his team is his wording is spot on. He's not saying that Manchester United are talking to Conte actively. He's not saying Conte's on his knees begging in front of United. He is saying that he has heard from the people he knows close to Conte that Conte wants the job. And that's how straightforward that piece of news is. And the intermediaries are, of course, now sounding off and talking. And I think that's the best way to put it. So if you want someone to trust in the Italian media, please make sure you go and follow G Longari. That's Gianluigi Longari. Give him a follow. Follow up with him carefully. Gianluigi, I hope we can catch up as this unravels potentially over the next couple of weeks. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you to you, Ben, and big hug to all Manchester United fans.
Thank you, Gianluigi. Thank you for your time. Make sure you share this video, hit a like, get it out there to the masses, and we'll speak to you guys soon. Take care for now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.